So when last we left, little intrepid explorer, she had locked herself in a hole in the ground with no light. There was still about half a day's worth of daylight. You can track the progress of the sun through the sky. I don't remember exactly how many minutes a Minecraft day lasts. Something like 7, 10, something like that. Same as the night. So we've still got some time to gather more wood. Notice that I'm trying not to use my axe to break the leaves. The axe gets worn out the more you use it. So I try not to waste my tools on stuff that I could use other things for. Right now I'm whacking leaves with bread. Again, like I said, I usually take down the little stumpy trees that are right around my house because cooties, monsters, can spawn under them. And notice they're right over my head, the trees. So that means things could just jump on my head and kill me with me just trying to get out the door. So these trees need to be cleared so that when I turn the monsters on, I won't have any ugly surprises. Again, this is your game. You paid for it. You can play it how you want to play it. And don't let anybody else tell you differently. There's always cultures around gameplay that this is the cool way to be and this is the dumb way to be. And notice the sun's going down. I'm breaking my own rules in that I usually play, even on peaceful, as though the monsters were out and I should be in bed. So now we know which way is west. I think our little hidey hole is facing the west, so our back is to the east. Our back is to the sunrise. The moon goes through phases, so some nights will be completely dark and you won't be able to tell too easily how to navigate. If you have the clouds on, they keep changing the directions the clouds go. The clouds always go the same direction. Look it up. Find out if you want the clouds on so that even at night when you come out and you see the clouds moving, you'll know which way is north, south, east, west. Right now, the directions are not very important. We got another apple. I think that makes three. And those are saplings, which is why I'm whacking leaves anyway, because I'm going to show you how to make charcoal. Looks like I got everything. Something could have killed me by now because I'm being silly and being outside in the dark. So, but I don't want to be inside in the dark, so I'm being brave and I'm going to make charcoal. Block off our little wall. I like to set things in the floor so they don't take up so much room. We're going to be digging down anyway. So we're going to build our stuff into the floor and then we're going to be building stairs down toward the east. See, I picked up a lot of saplings. I think I only had one before, and now I've got six. And notice my little person looks like me again and not like Steve. Steve is the default guy. You can get skins. I'll probably talk more about skins later, but look up Minecraft skins. If you don't like the way your character looks, you can make it look like pretty much whatever you want. If you're clever and want to waste the time, or excuse me, spend the time, you can even make your own skins to be your own personality. I like her because she looks female, but she's not dressed fluffy and she's not dressed like some kind of uh savage cave woman type. She's dressed dignified with a little jacket and tie and modest trousers. Now I'm making a furnace. Cobblestone is going to be your best friend. When you cut regular stone, it turns into cobblestone and it's useful for all kinds of construction. Oops, I dropped one. And now we're going to place our furnace. 8 pieces of cobblestone in a donut makes a furnace. Now, I don't want to waste my wood on fire, but I have saplings and there's a lot of trees around, so I don't have to feel bad about using saplings. So I'll put 2 saplings in the bottom, that's the fuel place, and in the top I'll put a block of wood. And the saplings will catch fire and burn the wood and turn it into charcoal. Meantime, I'm digging down toward the east because there's a jungle to the east of us. I'm not crazy about going through jungles. There's our piece of charcoal. Put the charcoal in. What I could have done is made more charcoal, but I really wanted to get some torches up inside. There's no monsters, but I don't see well, and I would like to be able to see and then make the other stuff. So put torches in your toolbar, which is like your little tool belt that you can get to easily. Scroll over to them and pop a torch on the wall. Torches aren't my favorite form of lighting, but in the beginning of the game, it's probably your best option. Two more saplings. We'll cook another piece of charcoal. I'm just going to put the whole wad of wood in. When the saplings run out, the rest of the wood won't catch fire. And I'm digging out my little hidey hole. I like that it's mostly made out of stone because creepers, when they blow up, will explode dirt and they will explode wood a lot worse than stone. Stone hardly even gets broken by creepers. So stone is a good thing. See, when it pops off, it turns into cobblestone. Cobblestone is human made. When you see cobblestone, that means somebody made it. If you're playing by yourself, it means, and you didn't put it down, it means the game placed it. Whenever you see cobblestone that you didn't put down, that means something good. It means there's a dangerous treasure nearby, and if you're brave enough to tackle it, see my charcoal coming out, and you can see how the little arrow means that there's fuel going to make another piece. When the fuel runs out, that arrow won't be white anymore. It'll be gray like that. So we still have some saplings to either replant or use for cheap fuel, but I'm digging down because the good stuff is below you. If you're at sea level, which I think is level 0, you're not going to find usually a whole lot of stuff, especially not in an environment like this. If there were sheer cliff faces and stuff, you would. I'm switching from my pickaxe to a piece of bread to chop the dirt because I don't have a shovel yet. Don't really need one yet. I will later. I don't have monsters after me, so I don't need to dig fast. And I'm building a staircase down. There's a little stream of water on the east side of our hovel. If I can dig underneath it, I can sort of tunnel down and then tunnel back up on the other side, and I will be in the jungle. The jungle is very thick and often very tall. It's easy to slip and fall and sustain damage to yourself and to your armor, which we don't have any yet because we don't need it and we don't really have anything good to make it with. The cheapest armor is made out of leather. That involves killing cows, and I haven't seen any cattle nearby. It's not very efficient anyway, so we'll just wait on that. I see I'm going to have to get another microphone because this one is pooping out, and that's not okay. So bear with me until I have a chance to get a new one. I'm sorry. This is your new best friend. This is the Minecraft Wiki. Anything you want to learn is in the Minecraft Wiki. Right now I'm looking up charcoal. As you can see, charcoal, it shows how to cook it in your furnace. I don't know why it has a question mark there. It should show the other things that you can use to make charcoal. You can use wooden planks, I think, as fuel to make charcoal. You can even use sticks. 2 sticks will make a piece of coal. You have to use whole wood in the top part, though. It even tells you the history of how charcoal was introduced to the game. Somebody suggested in one of the forums that having charcoal would be a good writing implement. And the game developer said, you know what, maybe not so much a writing implement, but some of the biomes, the environments, don't have any trees. So it would be really useful to have a way for people to make coal because people are getting killed because they don't have any way to light up their houses. It can be destroyed by TNT and creepers, so be careful. Also, the grass on top can catch fire. If it's green on top, it has grass. And that can catch fire, and that could spread to a tree or to you or an animal. If you get really lucky, you can set fire under an animal. There's a way to make a lighter. And if you set fire under an animal and it dies, you get cooked food, steaks or pork chops or whatever. Again, I'm not really much into killing the animals, except there are some drops that animals have that are really necessary. So make friends with the wiki. There's the search function. Don't worry about becoming a premier member of Curse. That gives you a few extra fun toys, but it's not really important. Thought I'd go look up the pickaxe just so you could see it. It can be made out of various materials: wood, iron, uh, wood, stone. This is in the order of how good they are: wood, stone, iron, gold. We call it butter because it is very soft and it gets destroyed. And diamond. Some minerals can only be mined with particular minerals and ores and stones. With particular kinds of pickaxes, they have to be strong enough to mine it. So don't just start willy nilly digging away at stuff. For instance, you used to be able to just bang on cobble with your fist for a really, really, really long time and make a block of cobblestone. That's not true anymore. You have to have some sort of a pick, even if it's just wood. Wood will fall apart really fast. I usually make a bunch of stone tools because while they do fall apart quickly, this tells you the durability of all kinds of stuff in the game. Even enchantment tables, how strong they are. If you go around beating up people with enchantment tables, I don't know why you'd want to do that. So I make a lot of stone tools. I make stone swords. I call them my pig stickers. If I can afford iron swords, those are to protect me from the cooties, the monsters. But I try to use stone swords for animals because why waste a expensive sword that took a long time to mine on an animal when you're going to need it for self-defense?